Welcome back to another video. Guys, things that suck about living in Russia in 2025. Oh my goodness, guys, I've been wanting to make this video since I haven't had time, but today I finally found the time after a very long day to give you guys the things that suck about living in Russia. I'm sure a lot of you see my videos, you see the vlogs on the channel, and you're like, oh my god, this guy is having a good time in Russia. While I am indeed having a good time in Russia, there's some things that I wish aren't happening in Russia but are still happening, and I'm just here to talk about that with you guys because it's been 3 years after the sanctions, and I just want to give you guys like a life update on our life now, what life is like now in Russia. So let's dive right in. So like I said, guys, it's been 3 years since the sanctions. What is life now like in Russia compared to when there were no sanctions? Guys, I live in Kursk, by the way, and I've been living here since all my life, since I came to Russia. A lot of things have changed, but not in the way you might think. Now I'm going to say that this sanctions or life 3 years later, it has affected my life because, guys, 3 years ago I was a medical student, so I was not full-time doing the work I do now. But now that I am out of university and I'm doing work trying to be international, it has affected my work big time. First of all, Russia is the most sanctioned country in the world. I think you should already know this by now because there are over 20,000 sanctions on this beautiful country. And with that, every country, every Western country, so what am I saying? Every country, every Western company has left this country. Every PayPal, Stripe, nothing is working here. So the other month I started the course, right? I started a course to help YouTubers, like basically I started a course, and to be able to actually accept payments or to be able to go on with this course, I had to contact my brother in America to help me open a Stripe account. At first I was like, okay, it's not really going to affect my work, I'll find a way to actually work in Russia and stuff like that. But the truth is that the skills I have right now in Russia, I'm not making as much money as I'm going to make if I was not in Russia or if I was working remotely. Upwork doesn't work in Russia, PayPal doesn't work in Russia. While I've been able to have workarounds through all this, I really can't do anything. I can't start a brand, I can't start an international brand because I have to look for someone that has this, I have to set up this, I have to third party guys. And I'm not actually here to complain, actually I'm just here to talk about the things that suck about living in Russia right now, and 3 years after the sanctions, obviously. Second is my YouTube, guys. I don't know if you're a YouTuber watching me right now, but as a YouTuber that's monetized, right, because of what is happening basically, Russia, like my audience basically number one is Russia. So Russia being where it is right now in the world, the RPM, if you want to call it that, the amount of money they pay for 1,000 views have reduced drastically because, I mean, advertisers are not putting a lot of ads on Russian audience, that kind of thing. Like, they are basically the Russian ads. It's affecting my YouTube. I didn't even mention, guys, the other year, last year or 2 years ago, Russia actually blocked YouTube. So now, in order for people in Russia to be able to use YouTube, we have to use VPNs. And it's so crazy because as someone that is a YouTuber, the VPN I use on my computer, I pay for it 100 rubles per month. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but when you not think about it, that there was a time I didn't pay for these VPNs. Now I'm now paying for VPN, like it has added to my monthly expense. It's not a lot of money, I'm going to say that again, but it just adds up. Like, okay, there was a time that life was easier. There was a time that I just log into Instagram, for example. Now, if I want to use Instagram, let me show you guys my VPN. So this VPN I use this VPN. You can use Instagram without VPNs. You can use YouTube without VPNs. You can't use any Meta application, Facebook, you can use WhatsApp without VPNs, but Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google applications, you can't use them without VPNs. Guys, it's crazy. Another thing that also has happened is that, guys, MasterCards are still blocked. You can't come with a card into the Russian Federation and use that card, and you can't take the Russian Federation card outside of Russia and be able to access the card. Guys, to be honest with you guys, I know a lot of people like, oh, leave Russia, this one, you're supporting Russia, you're paying tax with Russian bro, see, let's get things straight. Let's get things straight, right? I came here to study 6 years ago when life was better. It's easier for you to say, oh, let's leave Russia, blah, blah, blah. But spend 6 years of your life in a place, in a country that has helped you to develop, that's helped you to become a better person, and tell me if you can easily just live like that. Another thing I wanted to say is how hard it is to actually like run a digital business here in Russia. Like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this video, I started a course to sell my, you know what I'm saying, my skills, my tricks and tips on how to do things I do. And the fact that I can't do something on my own, the fact that I have to contact my brother that's like 6 hours behind me, my sister's in Canada, I have to contact her, like she's like 7 hours behind me. Guys, this is not convenient. One thing about me is I don't like depending on people. Of course, these are my family, these are my blood, but then again, they have their life. Then me, I'm in Russia, then disturbing them. Oh, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Oh, can you help me pay for this? Of course, I understand they love me so much, but to an extent, it's going to become like a burden. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like burdening anybody. I don't like being like a burden to anybody. I like to do my things on my own, and then when I can't do it on my own, then I'll ask for help from other people. Okay, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Well, guys, being in Russia is like I'm just helpless. I can't do anything about it. I just have to ask someone that is not in Russia. So, people might not be wondering, okay, why are you still in Russia? Why not just go to an English-speaking country? Why not just go to a country where you'll be able to do everything you want to do easily? Okay, let me just tell you guys how I want my life to be. I didn't come to this life just to be going from one country to another country to look for a better life. That's why I came to this world. I'm not the person that believes that I'm not the person that believes that you have to be traveling to countries to make it in life. I just believe that when you find the right place for you, stay there. For example, now, if I was in Nigeria if I stay back in Nigeria, if I studied in Nigeria, I would have stayed in Nigeria and not gone to any other country. I understand that Nigeria has its way of holding people back, so let's remove Nigeria from the equation. I have come to Russia. I studied here in Russia 6 years, spent 6 years of my life. I've already started learning Russian. I know a lot of you might think that I can't speak the Russian language. I mean, it's fine for you to think that I can't speak the Russian language. I'm not here to come and start trying to prove to you that I can speak the Russian language. I've put in the effort to learn the Russian language. This is something that a lot of students come here and don't want to learn. I began to learn the Russian language in my 5th year, guys. In 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, I used to fail my Russian classes. And then in my 5th year, I began to teach myself the Russian language. Try it every day. Let me show you guys something. Wait, before you guys think that I'm actually capping here. I know it doesn't matter at this point, but let me just show you guys because I always like to show evidence. That is 1,297 days on Duolingo. Of course, nowadays I'm not as consistent as I used to be when I started earlier. But guys, this is over 2 years of practicing Duolingo. That's to show you how much I've been doing this shit. I've put in the effort to try to learn the language. I'm like, I have to understand this culture because I've seen, guys, you don't understand. Okay, let me even give you guys the reason why I'm still in Russia. I believe that Russia is for me. I believe that I'm meant to be in Russia, and I believe that until when it's obvious that you want to leave Russia, then I'm not going to leave Russia because, guys, I have a lot of millionaire friends. I know you guys are not believing me. Okay, you're talking. Fine, I'm not going to prove anything to you. I know a lot of Russians that are multi-millionaires. People make it in Russia. In fact, I don't know, you guys don't know, like a lot of Russian millionaires send their kids abroad to go and study. That's to show you how much that there are a lot of people making it here in Russia. Russians making it here in Russia. There are a lot of immigrants from Armenia, from other countries making it here in Russia. If these guys can do this thing, one thing about me is that if someone can do something, I don't believe that. I don't think that I can do it. Like, as long as something has been accomplished by somebody that started from zero, I believe that I can do that thing. I'm not talking about those that have like an unfair advantage of maybe rich parents, connections, like bloodline connections and stuff like that. I mean, like you started from zero, you moved to Russia and then you started from scratch and you became something in life. My mindset is that like I don't want to be that person that is running from one country to another country to where is life better? Everybody's going to Canada? Let me go to Canada. Everybody's going to UK. Let me go to the UK to go and become a doctor. That's not why I came to this life. I did not come to this life to become a doctor running from one country to another country. Even if life is not going where I want it to go, even if like sanctions, everything I have to pay VPN, I have to do this. Don't worry, I'm going to endure. I'm going to play the long game. It's going to get better. I am very sure it's going to get better. Anyways, let me not digress too much. Another thing I wanted to say, when last did I visit my family? Guys, I miss my family so much. Oh my god. Guys, no. The thing is that like my mom actually wants me to come back home. I'm the one that is saying I don't want to come back home. I don't want to come back home. Man, I just miss my family, man. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, like, but I used to imagine life without social media. I just imagine like Mark Zuckerberg and these other guys not come up with social media apps to do video calls and stuff like that. How would life be today without video calls? I call my nephews. I've never met my nephews and niece in real life before. Whenever I call them, they say, Uncle Ewan. Just video call. I've never met these kids in real life before. And through the video call, whenever I call them, even if I don't call them in 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, they still recognize Uncle Ewan. It's crazy. I just thank God for social media. I thank God for WhatsApp. I thank God for video calls and stuff like that. Like I can talk to my family. I can see them. I can see them grow old. They can see me grow old. I came to Russia without beards, guys. Look at me now. Look at this guy. Who's this guy? Now I'm having beards. This video is coming in a podcast. Jesus Christ, guys. Let me know if you guys like this kind of chit chat rambling. Because to be honest with you, I don't know where this video is going because I'm beginning to say things that I did not plan to say in this video. I haven't been to Nigeria since 2019. It's been 6 years. I don't know, man. I want to go back home. And I can't wait to go back home. I'm hoping that in the near future I'm going to touch down to go visit my family, to go see what's happening in Nigeria. It's been a long time. When I left Nigeria last time, guys, I didn't have muscles. Look at me now. Let me show you guys something. Look at your boy now. Hey, Jesus. Oh my god, I'm even getting fat. Look at the fat in the biceps. But you can see the biceps bracky. The boy has become a man. Yeah, I've become a man. Like, I can't believe my mother left me. When I left Nigeria, I was a boy. I was a baby for my mother. But now look at me, man, making decisions. Telling her, Mom, yeah, I'm going to do this with my life. I'm going to do that with my life. So now I want to answer one question that I actually put down in my notes. Would I advise someone to come to Russia in 2025 or moving forward? Guys, I don't know, man. I really don't know because look, a lot of people watch my life, right? They are inspired by my life. I love it. I thank God that I am able to inspire people. But I personally think that you guys are not seeing the things I'm doing, because to an extent it's almost to an extent that like I'm making it look easy. It's not as easy as you think. My advice for anybody else who comes to Russia: please learn a skill. Learn a high value skill. Learn a skill that will put you above others. Learn a skill that will put you ahead of others. If you're a handsome guy, if you're a beautiful girl, leverage your beauty, leverage your handsomeness. If you're talented, become a master of that skill that you're talented in. Look at me, guys. I am a photographer and I'm a videographer, and I am a master of content creation. Guys, photography, videography, and content creation are three very different areas. Just because I am a videographer doesn't mean that I'm a good content creator. Look at me, I'm just talking to this camera like it's my friend I'm talking to. This is not the same thing as videography. My point is that I've tried to master these 3 skills, and this is the skills that have been opening doors for me here in Russia. This is the skills that have been making it look like, oh, you have such a good life. People like you so much in Russia. These are the skills that have taken me how far I have gone. My advice for you if you want to come to Russia, don't come single-handed. Don't graduate only as an engineer. Don't graduate only as a doctor. Don't graduate only as a lawyer. Graduate as a lawyer and entrepreneur. Graduate as a lawyer and doctor. Sorry, no, not doctor, sorry. Graduate as a lawyer and businesswoman. Graduate as a lawyer or a doctor and YouTuber. Learn a skill. I don't know, man. Like, because see, the kind of comments I see on my channel, guys, you guys want to put me in trouble. You guys will see my videos and say, I made you come to Russia. Ha. Just because you watch my videos and you see the things I'm doing does not mean that you come to Russia and experience the same thing. I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I actually think that I have a unique life. And this unique life is only because of I learned skills. That's what I can tell you. Learn skills, become likable, and that's it. So my advice now, long answer. I've said all this rubbish now just to get to this short answer. Would that advise somebody to come to Russia? I mean, of course I'll say yes. Of course I'll say yes. But do your homework, do your assignments. Are you willing to learn the language? And are you willing to learn a skill? These two things will take you farther than you can imagine. And yeah, come to Russia. Russia is beautiful. Russia will change your life. I hope because it changed my life. And yeah, my last talking point is Russia still a land of opportunities? From my personal lens, I'm gonna say no. My mindset in this life to be successful is that just give me a laptop and an internet supply and an internet access, and I'll be able to become successful. Russia is not a land of opportunities. Like, you come to Russia and you'll be able to start businesses, you'll be able to start different things like in America, for example. It's not a land of opportunity like that. But coming from somewhere like Nigeria, coming to Russia is an upgrade in my opinion. It's an upgrade for sure. You're going to have the things that have been holding you back in Nigeria, you're going to have them here for free. Internet, security, 247 light. You're going to have these basic amenities. It's now left to you to use it to your own advantage, or to use it to watch movies, or to use it to sleep, or to use it to going for parties. You know what I'm saying? It's left to you now. Because guys, a lot of Nigerians here are making it big. A lot of Nigerians are ballers, guys. Oh my god. I'm not a baller, guys. I'm letting work. A lot of guys are being businesses here. I'm not even a businessman. Okay, I don't say I'm not a businessman. I mean, I think I'm a businessman. But I'm not a businessman like, I own products, I own companies and stuff like that. But a lot of people are actually making moves. For example, my pastor, guys, mad moves like this. So of course, it's a lot of opportunities, but not in the way you think. You have to be wise. You have to wise up. You have to learn the language. You have to be willing to learn the language. You have to be willing to go out of your comfort zone. Basically, it's not like America that you can just. I don't know. It's not just. In fact, no. I take my words back. It's not a lot of opportunities if you're going to be lazy. It's not a lot of opportunities if you're not going to learn the language. These two things. And yeah, I've said so much in this video. I don't know what I've been saying so far. When I'm editing the video, I will see what the rubbish I've been saying. But still, has just been a very weird year. Not in a bad way. It's just weird. Like, life is just. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just feel like I should come and give you guys like a 3-year update after the sanctions. What has been happening so far. I didn't want to tell you guys, they tried to block our SIM cards though. I don't know, some foreigners have been scamming people, maybe scamming Russians. So the other month, the Russian government asked all foreigners to go and verify and register their SIM card with fingerprints and biometrics and stuff like that. So I had to go and do that. So that's another life update. I don't know I think I made a vlog about that, so maybe you can go and check that out after this video of me going to go and register my SIM card, because the Russian government tried us that they're going to block our SIM cards. In fact, they were actually going to block our SIM cards if you don't register it. So you have to go and register it, every foreigner in the Russian Federation. The Russian government doesn't play. That one, we already know that for sure. But they're tightening their security. They are being more conscious, if you want to call it that. A lot of things have been happening, and I'm not someone that wants to come to my channel and be giving you guys news. This is new. I just want to show you guys the fun part about Russia, the fun life in Russia, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. Yeah, just a short chit chat video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you don't enjoy this video, okay. If you enjoyed me yapping, okay. Thank you for watching to this point. And what would I do? Let me do what I always do. If you go to this point, comment rocket emoji, rockets. Just type rocket emoji. Let me know you go to this point. Let me see the people that like to watch me just talk about things. The next video is going to be a vlog for sure. It's going to be a vlog, so don't worry. I'm not going to be doing sit down videos like this. I did every time. I just do sit down videos like this because from time to time, it's not every time I have to be, oh hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Taking you guys around the city, taking you guys around my life. Sometimes you have to calm down. You have to do things. So I'm saying calm. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Until then, this is your boy DTP signing out. Stay safe and have a good one. Bye for now.